All right, there we go. Dude, you're so funny. Dude. I laughed pretty hard at that, what you said. But yeah, anyway, 14 minutes late. Not ideal, but I went out to eat with my family for my brother's birthday last night, and, uh, you know, it's just like we got back late and I didn't get enough sleep, and yeah, yeah, we're good. I guess the sound's working now. But yeah, I went out to eat with my family last night, and like we got back late. I feel like there's just a lot that's out of my control sometimes. Like I wish I could just be in control of everything, but I can't. So yeah, so I'm a little late, but we're here. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay, so yeah, let's open up TradingView here. Um, so we're almost at all-time highs. How lovely. How lovely. Just so excited to back at all-time highs, guys. Just so excited. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm gonna need some caffeine to wake up, so just hang on a second, guys. I'll be right back. Okay. So, like I was saying, guys, if you guys just got to the stream, I'm a little late. Reason for that is went out to eat with my family last night, and we got back super late, and I didn't get enough sleep. And one thing, unfortunately, leads to another, and then obviously, it's harder for me to get up. But we're here. All right, 14 minutes late. Now 17 minutes, but let's go. Let's go. What up, Kirk? How's it going? So, yeah, let's see what we got going on today and start looking around. So, once again, we're back at all-time highs. Just how amazing is that? It's not amazing. But I guess let's just drop down to lower time frame. Ooh, we did have news. That's the first thing we should check. Let's look at news, right? So, I'm on the left-hand side of the screen. I'm going to pull up Forex Factory. And also, guys, I am going to be adjusting my max losses back down to 2, because I know that I had it at 3. And I just don't think that I should really take 3 losses in a day. Even with the idea of my trades being higher RR, I think you still have to go into it with the mindset of they should at least be break-evens or wins and not losses, because I can have unlimited break evens and wins, but I really should not be tolerating losses as much, as much, right? So I think two losses max in a day, that's probably the sweet spot for me. I think one was too little because once again, with the way I trade, sometimes it ends up being a little higher RR, and um, you know, that's just gonna mean that I'm not gonna be perfect, right? But I want to have my wins bigger than my losses. That's something that matters to me a lot. But also, right, I don't want to make it too hard to win. I need to be able, so like if there's a simple 1R or 2R, I'm gonna take it. If it's simple AMD to target 1 or 2R, I'm gonna take it. Hopefully that makes sense. So let's pull up Discord. Oh, dude, this light's not even on. It's probably like, why is it so dark, dude? Yeah. So, anyway, PPI. I'm getting better at consistently marking out the news. So yeah, I feel like we could get something today. We got the data wick, so we might get a one setup for life. Everyone just full port to the data wick now. I'm kidding. We also have a data low, so meaning we might need to sweep the data low first before going to data high. It's always possible. At this point, I've been wrong so many times. I just take 1/2 R. Yeah, I was thinking about it, Snowman, and I don't want to go too high. Or I need to be real. I want to maybe slowly transition my trading style to be more like Hydra, where I'm just trading the AMD cycle, right? I'm just trading AMD, and then I'm going for that 1 to 2, maybe 2.5R, right? I think just doing that over and over again, trading the AMD cycle, right? Getting it on AMD and just finding the high probability, not the sniper entry necessarily, but just entering out the high probability entry within the AMD cycle, right? And then just going for 1 to 2R and not being greedy. And honestly, guys, this might end up being what I transition to, at least for sure in the short term, while I'm just trying to be consistent, because the reality is, right, I just want to be consistent. And so I just have to figure out, okay, what's going to consistently make me money? And probably realistically, it's going to be just going for this 1 to 2R, where we just look for a simple, the simple entry to target 1 to 2R within the AMD cycle, right? Obviously, it's never this clean, but you get what I mean, right? Yeah. I honestly, yeah, guys, I'm agreeing with what you're saying. Higher R, it can be nice once I become. Oh, you guys couldn't even see my screen that whole time. What am I doing, dude? Alright, hang on, guys. I'm gonna re-pull this up. So this is what I was drawing out, right? Essentially, I'm saying if we can just go for 2R or 1R or 1.5R and just figure out the obvious AMD and take the higher time frame entry, that's probably going to be the simplest way to be profitable, and just going for, a simple 1.5 to 2R over and over again. Alright, and I know I like being super precise, but I also just want to be profitable right now. And so this is something I'm considering. But down the road, like I said, if we can keep getting better and better, then maybe I will start going for higher RR. But I think maybe for now we just gotta do this over and over again. Just the simple trade within the AMD cycle. So trade within the AMD cycle and just take like the 3 minute or 5 minute inversion or whatever. You know what I mean? Or like the 3 minute or 5 minute change in state. Just gonna be how it's probably gonna need to be profitable. Now, obviously, I do think my trading style is a higher RR, but I also have to just try and focus on being profitable too. So there's a balance to it. I'm not sure the exact right things to do, but I'm just gonna keep going. I think the main thing is find the AMD cycles. Yeah, I think the main thing is find the AMD cycles and then trade them, and um, that's the main thing. We can work on being a sniper, even like more aggressive sniper later on. But I think for now we just gotta find the AMD cycle, kind of like Hydra does, right? I don't know if you guys have seen Hydra's tweets and stuff, but he looks for the obvious accumulation and manipulation, and then gets on site with distribution. It's like 1.52R every time. I think that's probably the best way to go, but or not necessarily the best way to go, but if we want consistency, that's probably what we need to do. So. Then again, though, down the road, I know myself, and I kind of like being a sniper, So, I don't know. It's hard. It's tricky. Not always sure what the best thing to do is, but that's okay. We'll keep tweaking things and figuring it out. And when I say tweaking things, Shani yesterday was like, what do you mean tweaking things? Like you're going to tweak your models? No, I'm not tweaking the way I actually trade. I'm not tweaking entries and that kind of stuff. I'm tweaking, the other stuff, like I was just saying, like RR and whatever. So. Okay, data low, data high. And once again, guys, I'm not opposed to higher. It just kind of depends on the context. You just got to go for the liquidity pool within the context of the trade. Anyway, I'm not going to overthink it. I think I'm overthinking it now. So, let's just trade. Or, yeah. Data low, data high. But yeah, let's just focus on consistency. So, yeah, I'm going to open up everything, right? I'm going to open up my accounts. Yeah, I'm still just opening up everything, but we don't really need to worry right now because, as you guys can tell, we're in a little tiny box. Little tiny box. This is accumulation, so we're chilling right now. Probably just gonna wait for market open. This is a Dodgy type of day. Dodgy's excited. Dodgy's like, let's just go for one setup for life. Yeah, Dodgy's gonna bank. Probably. Now, once again, guys, I'm just going to do what makes sense in the moment. I'm not going to overthink it. If there is a trade that makes sense to to go up to the data high, and it's slightly higher, then I might try it. I'm not gonna overcomplicate it. I'm gonna do what I think's best in the moment. So hopefully that makes sense. So, okay, got Tradevate open. I'm gonna get out my notepad. Sorry guys, I have to log in here. But yeah guys, consistency is key. Let's just keep showing up. So just give me 1 second while I'm trying to set up all the accounts. Once again, this first hour kind of I just like to set things up. We also, obviously are not getting anything right now, so I'm just gonna write down all the risk for all the accounts here. So yeah, now I'm doing 2 losses max. Hey, what up, D Trader? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's make some money. Now, yeah, just gonna try my best. As always, just gonna try my best. But, man, we'll see. We will see. Once again, I'm just setting everything up. Like, figuring out, making sure I have the risk correct. I might consider trading my options account again today. Just a thought. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, got the risk set up. Okay, 1 second. I'm still setting everything up. Now I'm making sure copy trading set up. So yeah, guys, this is a type of day where I really am looking at the data high and the data low here, because it's such a, news type of day that I'm specifically looking at news wicks right now. Yeah, once again. It just takes a while to set everything up, like the risk on all the accounts. I want to make sure the risk is set up correctly. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Okay. So yeah, still setting everything up, because once again, I'm trying to make sure all the risk. What I'm kind of doing, since I'm trading so many accounts at once now, is what I'm doing is I'm setting the personal daily loss limits to liquidate me. So that way, if I don't have the stop loss set in time, the account auto puts the stop loss in via the daily loss limit liquidating me. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now, is I'm setting all the daily loss limits. So that way, it could auto liquidate me if the stop loss isn't put in yet. Because once again, I'm trading a lot of different accounts. So but yeah, guys, every day I just I tweak things, I learn a little bit, and I get better. Right? I get better. $179. All right, should be good. 179. That's the. Never mind. Okay, so all the accounts are set up. So now we're just gonna be waiting for a trade. Gonna let the trade come to me today. I'm not looking for anything, right? I'm just sitting here. I'm just waiting to see, what opportunities are gonna be. If it ends up being 1R today, I might just take 1R. If it ends up being, 1.5, 2R, I'll take it. But I want to even mostly just focus, like, once again, I can take unlimited break evens and wins. So I want to focus on winning. I want to focus on taking wins, not taking losses. And if I had a break even or win, I could go again. That's the beauty of it, right? That's the beauty of it. So, um, so I guess we should look around a little bit on the chart and see what we got going on. So, we'll get market open in like 20 minutes. So now that everything's set up, I guess I can do a little bit of looking around here. Oh, the daily loss limit on my personal. Make sure that's set up. Hang on. Making sure that's set up. Once again, guys, the nice thing about having the daily loss limits is I'm setting the daily loss limits to essentially be what my stop loss is for trade 1, so that way it auto liquidates me. So even if I don't have the stop loss in time, the account's gonna auto liquidate me, and that's gonna be my stop loss at the worst case scenario if I don't get the stop loss in. So that's kind of like the nice thing is I'm trading so many accounts that worst case scenario I have those auto daily loss limits in at my stop loss. So. But yeah, guys, every day I tweak things, I learn things, and I get better, and that's what matters. So, Ninja's down. Oh my gosh, what the heck? I'm on Tradeovate right now, but I don't know if Tradeovate's Ninja. But yeah, I'm on Tradeovate. Okay, I guess let's look around. Let's look around a bit because now we have some extra time. So, let's see. Did anyone say anything? Okay. So, let's go to my other screen here. Oh, wrong button. So, let's just start marking notes up in my general. Once again, I feel like too much higher time frame analysis, it can honestly be too much because, I don't know, I like it, but like days like yesterday are the perfect example of I actually kind of probably analyzed the market a little too much. Okay, makes sense. So, all-time highs could be a draw on liquidity, right? Could be. We had a bullish S&T with YM at the low here. So, S&T with YM. I think the most amazing trade would be sweeping the data low and then going to the data high, but I don't know if that's what's going to happen. Are we already getting an inversion? Oh. I don't really have any comment on this. I think it's not for me. That's what I'll say. Because I don't trust it. Maybe it'll work. I don't know. But I don't know. Kind of. My YouTube is bugging so much lately. It keeps disconnecting the stream. Dang it, dude. That's so stupid. Why? That's annoying. Yeah, guys. Like I said, is this a trade that when you look at your back testing, all of your trades that you back test looks like this? Not for me, no. So I wouldn't even consider taking this because when I compare it to all my trades in my back testing, they don't usually go da 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 boom boom. I don't know. It just is. It's too like brain dead of not. It's not actually like a light bulb signature or anything like that. So that's not something I'd take, right? Oh, you guys can't see my screen again. Oh my gosh. All right, once again, what I was saying is we had SMT with YM at the low here, and data low, data high, all time highs. Yeah, I thanks, dude. I keep doing that. Um, but yeah, like I was saying, right? We got the data high, we got the data low, SMT with YM, we got all time highs. Um, what I was saying is, sure, this is inversing. I don't know. To me, it's not something that aligns with the trades that I've back tested that I love, and so I personally probably won't take it. But maybe if you like it, go for it. I don't know. It's just personal back testing and what aligns with personal back testing. Man, it could work. I don't know, but I'm not. It's not the most insane light bulb ever. I don't because once again, it's just like I don't know. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. This could end up working, and then I'm totally wrong, and then you know what? It makes fun of me, whatever. But I don't know, guys. If it works, then I guess I'm just bad. I just suck. But yeah, I'm not taking it. I'd rather just have something that is like completely obvious and aligned with my back testing. But yeah, like once again, I'm just gonna do what makes the most sense in the moment. I know I keep going back and forth between. I'm gonna go high RR. I'm gonna go low RR. I think both are good depending on the context, and I'm not opposed to either. Right? If it's a trade according to my back testing, and I can get the sniper entry, and it's a really good change to delivery towards an obvious draw on liquidity, I'll consider taking it as a where it can go run. But if it needs to be lower RR, then I'll do that too. It's like I'm not opposed to either, and so I'm just gonna try and do what's best based off the situation. That's what I'll say. So this is ending up working out. You know what? Nice, I guess. What up, SK? How's it going, dude? We're just hanging out here. We're just hanging out, probably waiting for market open. And we'll see what we get. We got all-time highs. We got the data high. We got the data low. This 5-minute just inversed wasn't something that made sense for me, but if it made sense to you, then go for it. But I keep going back and forth between higher RR and lower RR. Once again, I think I'm not going to say I have to do one or the other. I think it just depends on the draw and liquidity context, and I'm gonna have to, go with what makes sense in the moment. And obviously, I don't want to be too greedy with higher RR, but I want to be able to catch the AMD, but also, I think it's important to. There's arguments to both sides, right? I don't want to limit myself if there really is an opportunity where I can get where I don't need as much of a big of a stop, then I want to have that too. So great if we grab some lows, data low first to move higher like yesterday. Yeah, I think we'll probably continue higher, but we'll see. Market's just super bullish, so then again, dude, we kind of, if I'm being honest, wait, let's actually get rid of all this for a second. We actually took out all the low resistance liquidity here, like all this LRLR. So, we might. See, as always, once again, I'm just doing what makes sense based off the context. I'm not necessarily forcing myself to do one thing or the other. So 1 hour. This is a 1 hour rejection block. I don't really know if that's gonna matter. Yeah, we'll probably just run back up to all-time highs. To be determined, I guess. I'm just gonna be patient. I'm gonna wait for something. I'm gonna let something come to me, not the other way around. So I'll be interested in the first presented for value gap. You know, maybe if we got like a first strike, which is once again low time frame change state of delivery off the first presented for value gap to the data high. That could end up being the Jake trades it. That could end up being the Jake trades it one setup for life. I mean that. You know, that actually could be really good. Just a low time frame change state delivery off the first presented for value gap, either an inversion or a regular break of structure and retest. So yeah, we're just kind of watching right now. I'm observing. I don't like all-time high. Me either, dude. Me either. It's so hard to trade. Anyway, I'm just going to be patient, let a trade come to me. We're getting SMT here, but I don't know if that's going to matter. Probably not. All right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sounds like a plan. So, yeah, I'm definitely interested to see this first presented for value gap form. Let me know what you guys are thinking, by the way, right? But we got the data high, data low. We're just consolidating right now, so just being patient. That's what this is about here. Being patient. And letting a setup come to me. Let's go, 8 watching. Yep, like I said, that's what this is about. Being patient. You know, normally I do a lot more higher time frame analysis, but today, it's very simple. We're moving higher. I think we'll probably draw to all-time highs. I don't know. It's not super complicated. We have this buy model here, and now we're finally extending up. We'll probably run through all-time highs. You know, this is a model that I had framed a while ago, and now it's ended up working out, right? This 12-hour IFG did end up giving us bias to go run these low resistance highs, and I knew that, but this little wick here, this little stupid wick here, it's tricky, man. It's tricky because I thought we were going to go straight up, but no, we manipulated the lows first, and so that's what they say. What they mean when they say these markets will do everything in their power to make sure you're not on side. They will manipulate, and see, we manipulate the lows and then continued. I can only think about longs, but want the lows to get swept hard. If it goes higher, I cannot imagine just short. So, yeah, exactly. So we'll just have to see what happens. I'm just gonna be patient and let an opportunity come to me. You know. But yeah, this is like you think it's going higher, but then we get the manipulation and then we go higher. But this guy, what is this? This is an obvious buy model here, right? So probably draw to all-time highs. Just gonna be patient, guys. And I'm letting the trade come to me today. Unlike the past couple days, I feel like I jumped into everything a little too fast. I'm just going to not do anything. We are still getting S&T here. Oh, you know what? This is going to be Phoenix model, right? Just a thought. I'm not necessarily going to take it, but... right, we're getting SMT. Maybe it's on the 2 minute. Yeah, 2 minute Phoenix model, right? Where we have a 2 minute rejection block. And we have SMT. Not necessarily going to take it. I'm taking a note. Taking a note. So yeah, like I said, 2 minute rejection block. S&P sweeps the high. NASDAQ doesn't take the high. This is a 2 minute rejection block. So let's just only look at S&P and NAS right now. So yeah, 2 minute rejection block. I mean, maybe you could take a 1-to-1 off of this or something. Like I don't know. It's not terrible, but I don't know. I also want to be thoughtful and not do something stupid. So this would align with the 10-second. Maybe I'll take it on demo. Maybe I would consider taking this on demo, right? We could try this on demo, guys. I don't see why not. Let's try this on demo. So I'm not gonna take it for real because it's in the pre-market and it's on the low time frame, and it's just like, why would I do that? But let's just see what happens off this 10-second change in state. Is it even worth taking on demo though? Is it really? I don't know. It's probably not. It's probably not. But let's just observe it. Let's see what happens, right? 10-second change in state. I'm not even gonna take it on demo. The reason being, well, actually, it's a good liquidity pool. You think it's best to take it on demo or not? I'm not gonna take it on demo. It's not. Yeah. See, it's just too low time frame. It's not convincing. It's too low time frame, and it's not. Just don't. I'm not taking it on a. This would not be on my real account. I'm just talking about like a demo trade. Exactly, Gary. Exactly. I agree. Taking trades that are not. They're not letting the trade come to you. That's the main thing, right? But this is kind of what I see right now. 2 minute rejection block. We swept out the high. Then we have another low time from S&T here. So at this point, I'm just tape reading, guys. I'm not taking any trades because it's pre-market, but I am looking at the market, and I'm saying, okay, here's what could be going on, right? S&T, low time from S&T. Once again, we might need to tap consequent encroachment. This actually, consequent encroachment might be sniper entry because we'll have stacked S&Ts. This actually kind of makes me want to soup this. Okay, this I kind of want to take on demo if we got it. Like if we got this rejection block. Alright, this I'm actually considering taking on demo. If we came up, tap that rejection block, consequent encroachment. I'm still not going to do it. I think it creates bad habits. I agree with Gary. I'm not going to do it, but I just want to observe this, right? We're definitely getting a break in correlation. Anyway, we ended up going lower off of this one and not the consequent encroachment. So let's just get rid of this for now. Oh, market open is in 1 minute. Alright, this is good, guys. We're getting manipulation, at least. We're getting something. Yeah, guys, look at this. Look at this. This was a... This ended up working out. This ended up working out. It's already at 1-to-1. It's already at 1-to-1. I love Phoenix Model, guys. I love Phoenix. The thing about Phoenix Model, I know I keep marking them out as high RR trades, but they can be low RR trades too. Like, I could take this as a 1-to-1 Phoenix Model, right? I don't need to take this. I don't need to take this as a super high RR Phoenix Model. I could just take this as a 1-to-1 Phoenix Model. And yeah, wow. So anyway, not bearish, so that's why I didn't do anything. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you see what I was kind of thinking here? Once again though, it was not bearish, so did not do anything. But yeah, it was a 2-minute rejection block with SMT. So now let's kind of just observe the market in the moment here, because we got to be prepared in case we get anything, alright? Be interested to see if we take the data low. But yeah, once again, if you guys don't understand that trade that we were outlining, right? We have a 2-minute rejection block, and then we had SMT with that high of the rejection block, where S&P sweeps the rejection block, and then NAS forms a lower high into the rejection block, and then induces this high, right? And so I would love taking this as an inducement of this high here. But once again, if you're not sure, just don't do anything. I didn't do it. I didn't take it, but clearly this would have worked. So something for our notes. But I don't feel bad about not taking it, right? And once again, you could do lower RR Phoenix models. There's nothing wrong with that. I could go for 1.5. I could go for 2. I could go for 3. But this would actually hit 5, right? So anyway, once again, I do not feel bad about that, especially because bias is bullish and we're kind of just being patient. We're waiting, and we want to take something probably on the higher time frame, but we'll see. But you can see how that ended up playing out. And actually, we induced this high. So this is why I like high RR, because it does go to show that when you're right, I'm kind of trying to prove a point. When you are right, you're gonna be like, you don't have to risk that much. You can just induce the high and then be right. That's why. But I'm not saying that I'm there yet. I'm not saying I'm at the point where I can do that yet. But I'm saying down the road, could we end up getting to that point, so we could have low risk and then have big wins, so we don't have to, so we can still lose more and then not, and still be profitable. That's something that I'm considering, right? I'm not. It's just a thought, because I like the idea that I don't have to win every time and still be profitable. But that's just kind of what I was trying to get at, is that could be nice. So now we're about to come down to the data low. Let's take a look at our time levels. Dude, midnight, oh my gosh. Midnight, this is making my mouth water. I want to soup midnight so bad. Exactly, SK. Exactly. I mean, I did call it out live. I did say that could end up going lower, and we could take it on demo. I just didn't. Once again, though, that's fine. I didn't take it on demo, right? I'm trying to be more selective about my demo trades. I still tape read it. But yeah, midnight. It is a win for observation, exactly. Midnight is making my mouth water, dude. Midnight is making my mouth water. Oh my gosh, dude. Like, can we just appreciate how nicely placed Midnight is? If we do sweep Midnight, I think this is gonna be a soup. Part of me literally wants to put a limit order at Midnight. I mean, genuinely, like, decent chance we just tap Midnight and then go. Wow, we did not take the data low. That is interesting. Once again, I'm not actually doing that. Just being patient, letting the trade come to me. I don't care if it's a lower RR trade. You know, I'm just willing to take a win here. If I can take a win, that's kind of what matters to me right now. But yeah, that rejection block. Once again, this was nice. Why was this also nice? Yeah, very good observation. I could look at YM right now. I just didn't want to. But why was this also nice? Because this was very clear accumulation. Very clear accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. Like, this is very obvious that this is accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Now we're getting 1 minute, 30-second change in state. I don't like that we swept the data low, but this 30-second change state, it could drive us higher. It definitely could. Because at this point now, this entire thing is accumulation. Oh, you're going to leave? Okay, see you, D-Trader. But yeah, we did not take the data low. Okay, sounds good, D-Trader. We did not take the data low. 1 minute rejection block. We ended up going to the rejection block. Oh, wait. Oh, YM swept the data low? Oh, we have S&T with the data low. Oh, wait. 1 minute rejection block. Now it's making sense. Now it's making sense. We had a S&T with the rejection block here. Okay, that's kind of cool, right? This, could it be an opportunity? Yeah, honestly. Right? One minute rejection block. And we have S&T with YM with the data low. And we just have the obvious range here. Guys, I'm considering, I know I don't want to do something dumb, but sometimes you kind of just have to take risk. I'm considering taking this as an inducement of that low. Well, looks like we already got it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Oh, see, what did I say? There we go. I didn't know that. I didn't know that that wasn't going to work. But I just wanted to be thoughtful. I think we gotta, you know, I'm going to be patient. But yeah, this I was considering taking that change of state retest, and yeah, that did not go well. So, because once again, that was a 1 minute rejection block and a 15-second change in state. But now it's looking like we're wanting to go run these equal lows here. Equal lows. We have equal lows below. So yeah, I'm trying to take something at least somewhat high probability. I think what we gotta do is we gotta look to long after we sweep midnight. And so I hope we get a long later on, to be honest. But this is kind of exactly what we wanted to see. We are not below all of our... This is why. This is a big reason. This is a big reason why this failed, guys. We're not below our time levels yet. We're not below any of them. So that's a big red flag for that long. right? Even though we had SMT, we're not below those time levels. Once again, I want to induce this low so bad at midnight. Look at how nicely placed the midnight is below all that LRLR. We might get SMT with the data low here. So once again, I want to soup that midnight so bad, but I'm not just gonna degen it. But I kind of want to, but I mean, maybe I could do it with one. Nah, I probably shouldn't. It's just not even a real trade, and that means that it's just, it's not something I should take. So yeah. Now we have SMT with the data low. I still think we need to sweep midnight. So once again, this could be a soup. This really could be a soup. I want to take it on a personal just for fun, but I'm not gonna do that. Maybe in the future if I get even better, but that's just not what I want to do right now. I don't think that's a good idea. But then again, if it works out, I'm gonna be so mad. I don't know. Man, it could work out. Yeah. We'll see. Once again, kind of just tapering that whole idea. Nice, let's go 8 still watching. So, yo, Jake, I gotta go. Good luck. Hope you get the dream scenario. You think I should? Oh, man. I guess it's personal, huh? But I don't know. If we get 15-second change and stayed off of it, maybe. I don't know. I'm not gonna force it. Okay, I'm
Order
entering.
filled.
I'm entering on personal. Just because I don't know if that was a good idea or not. Well, I entered on personal already, so I didn't take it on my real accounts. Okay, I'm taking profit
Order filled.
On that personal trade. So I took this scalp here on personal. I don't know if that was stupid or not, but I took this scalp. I just felt like that was really good momentum off of midnight. So I didn't take it on my other accounts because I just didn't think we're ready to go run liquidity on the higher time frame. But yeah, unlimited break-evens and wins is the nice thing, right? Unlimited break-evens and wins. So I don't know. I probably should not. I was supposed to take the same. I'm supposed to take the same trade across all my accounts. So I kind of messed that up. Okay, this. That right there, inducement of that low. I don't know. I that honestly, I that wasn't supposed to take that. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my gosh. I don't think that was that good. I probably should not have taken that. Oh man. You think we're gonna dump? I probably should not have taken that, but you know what? Whatever. Okay, now we have S&T. We just swept midnight. Okay, I'm actually considering taking this for real, for real, for real. Nope, we don't get it. 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 Okay, we pop below midnight. Okay, I'm trying not to do something dumb here. Let's just be patient. Let's just be patient. Let's just be patient. Okay, I gotta go on a 2-minute walk, guys. I gotta go on a 2-minute walk because I don't do something stupid. So I gotta go on a 2-minute walk because I did take a trade. I don't think it was that good. It was a win, but I don't think it was that good. So I should not have done that. And I didn't take it across all my accounts, which is against my rules. So yeah, I'm gonna go on a walk because I technically broke my rules. So I'm gonna go on a walk. All right, so you guys have to understand That wasn't like a trade I was probably supposed to take, even though it was a win. So yeah, that's the main reason why I'm a little upset about it, and that's why I went on a walk, because I don't know, it wasn't actually a trade. So I might need to go on a little bit longer of a walk, to be honest. So probably, once again, even though it was a win, I probably should not have taken that, but whatever. Right. So I'm gonna actually just go on a walk for a little longer. Alright, so I'm completely back. I'm completely reset. Alright, I'm completely back. I'm completely reset. And I learned a lot from that, right? I learned a lot from that. Basically, when I take a trade, the issue was I didn't take it across all my accounts. When I take a trade, it's either it's all my accounts because I need to have conviction in it, or not all my accounts. What I took was I was using that 1 minute rejection block that we swept and took a 15-second change in state off of it. So that's essentially what was going on. Was I took a low time frame scalp, but I don't think it was super high probability. And if I should take a trade, I should take it across all my accounts. And so that wasn't like probably should not have taken it. It was a win, but I probably should not have taken it. So lesson learned. We are moving on. We're completely reset. I'm refreshed, revitalized, refreshed, and we are getting an inversion. Oh, we just got it. Okay. I'm entering all my accounts. Unless we didn't inverse the 2 minute.
Order filled.
Oh, I screwed up. Frick. That's not where I wanted the stop to be. Okay, I'm not supposed to be out of it. Because I bought one contract, but that was too many. That honestly, man, I definitely. Okay, I need to reset again. Okay, I'm gonna close out of everything. I just need to reset. Alright, so once again, here's what happened, guys. So, Gary's told you it's psychology on the lower time frames. Scalping requires a specific personality. Trading without proper analyzing the higher time frame is gambling. I get what you're saying, bro. So, yeah, I completely reset now again. Here's the issue, okay? Here's the issue. When I take a low time frame trade, when I take a trade at all, I need to be able to, I need to enter across all my accounts. So this is the first thing I'm learning from today. When I take a trade, it's on A, it's on B, it's trade copied across all my accounts because I need to have conviction in that trade. So the first lesson, so I'm not even going to trade until I write down all these lessons because I think it's important. I think it's very important. I don't want to, just create bad habits. I want to write down these lessons and before I even start trading again. So important lessons are, if I don't have time to enter across all my accounts, like for instance, this inversion is not that good, but even if it was good, if I'm going to enter across all my accounts, I need to be able to have the time to set everything up to enter across all my accounts. Because I wasn't ready to do that, I should not have taken that trade. Not about the account. It's about the money that you care. Yeah, exactly. So that's the issue I'm trying to get at is we took a trade. I mean, I took a trade. I did not have time to enter across all my accounts, so I should not have taken the trade, right? So if I don't have time to enter across all my accounts, it's an automatic no, right? Because it's either gonna when I execute calmly with precision across all my accounts. So that's a lesson. If I can't do that, if I can't execute, if I don't have time to execute across all my accounts calmly with precision, that's a reason not to take a trade. If I don't have time to do that, no trade. Eliminate demo trading completely. Yeah, I think it creates bad habits. I agree, Gary. I actually do agree with that. I mean, there's kind of no point, right? When I execute calmly with precision across all my accounts. If I don't have time to do that, I don't take a trade. If I don't have time to do that, no trade. So, anyway, that's the main thing from what I learned about this situation is I'm still getting used to the fact that I am now trading across my phone, my computer, and it's like it can be overwhelming, especially when I have to calculate the risk on all of them individually. And so that's the issue is I'm not used to it. I'm not used to having to calculate the risk on my phone, on my computer, and enter within a reasonable amount of time. And that's a skill on its own. Anyway, that's the big lesson I'm learning from today. So if I can't execute across all my accounts, I don't have time, no trade. But anyway, let's completely reset, refresh, and those trades they weren't valid because I wasn't able to take them across all my accounts, and not like low time frame is terrible. It's just time frames were not aligned, right? So anyway, we are completely reset now, and yeah. We have SMT with this low. So now we are looking to essentially get a trade here, right? So I like this 5-minute change in state with SMT. And then maybe just take it like this. Or actually, maybe enter on the retest. Yeah. So, alright, if I take this, it's going to be across all my accounts. And it's just going to be 5-minute change in state with S&T sweeping midnight. And, yeah. So this is 0.2, 0.3. Okay, 0.3. So 0.3 means I need to do 3. So it's kind of hard to do 3 risk. It's kind of hard because I literally the amount I'm risking on my personal, like, it's so small that it's hard for me to do that. So since I don't have a ton of time, I'm gonna actually have it be at the limit order of the retest of that. And I'm not going to take it if I can't enter across all my accounts. And then, so this is going to be 3. This is going to be 3. This is going to be 3. So 3, 40, 12. Okay, 12 on Top Step. And then I'll just have to do 1 on my real account. So I'm going to enter at 497. And yeah, I have a limit order at 497. I could have entered on the close. I was considering entering on the close, but I just couldn't set everything up in time, so that's why I didn't. So I'm entering on the wick if we get a retest of the wick. And the nice thing is, this looks like 2022 model. Where's Equilibrium? I'm actually going to put the limit order on my real account at Equilibrium. Okay. I'm going to put the limit order on my real account at Equilibrium. So, Equilibrium is... And then on the other accounts, okay, 938. Because I need to be really precise with my real account. That's the issue with my real account, is because the stop loss is going to be smaller. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. So yeah, you can see we have a sweep, break of structure. We have a fair value gap at Equilibrium. So I put the limit order on my real account at around Equilibrium because it needs to be a tighter stop loss, because I literally only can buy 1 contract. But then as far as the what's it called? The Top Step accounts. Actually, you know what? Let's just put them all at Equilibrium, actually. Let's do that instead. I like that better. Well, yeah, no, let's do it. Yeah, where's the first presented? We are back testing that. So this could end up being the low. You're right. You're right. Snowman. Like I said, I was considering entering on the retest of the breaker, but I brought the entry down just a little bit. I think I'll just be patient, and I'm gonna enter at equilibrium. And then if I get filled, we're gonna be in this, and we're gonna just let it ride and see what happens. It almost feels too easy. Yeah, the first presented for value up supporting price. I uh I think that what I'm doing is fine. I'm still gonna keep my trade where I am. What's possible is we wick into the gap, but we still hold the first presented for value gap. You get what I'm saying? I'm just putting the limit order in and we'll see. And then I'm gonna scale out on Top Step. On my real account, I can't scale out. So I'll just go break even. See, I'm looking at this gap down here. And now we are pairing our entry with an inducement. How cool is that, right? So if this did come down, we'd get an inducement of this low. If I kept the Top Step entry where it was, it would have got filled. And actually, you need to pair your entry with stop losses. So let's just see where the liquidity pool is here. Yeah, look at this, right? there's a liquidity pool here. So we got people that are gonna get stopped out at that low, probably. Once again, we have not rebalanced to equilibrium, which is a concern for me. $10 a.m. opened up. Okay, I'm in this trade. We'll see what happens. I mean, I'm not in it. Well, I'm not. I'm not in it. Sorry, misspoke. But I have the limit order placed. See, now this feels a lot more like trading because I'm just totally calm, composed, and I have the order, and yeah, you know what I mean? If we can close above OTE, yeah, this isn't the first presented for value gap. This is this gap right here is first presented. Since this doesn't include the 920. This includes the 929 candle, so it's not the first presented. So I'm also taking this on the options account. If we get it, they look really, I don't know why, but the options look cheaper for some reason. But the 584 call, I have a limit order now on that for 40 cents. All right, we'll see. This is a trade I'm very content with it. If it hits, if it gets filled, if it doesn't get filled, yep, we cool. We cool with whatever. And I'm honestly, the other two trades I took, I'm just gonna consider them mulligans because, it's just like they weren't across all my accounts, so they weren't valid versions of themselves. So yeah, since they weren't the other trades, since they weren't across all my accounts, they weren't valid versions of themselves. So I'm not gonna really consider those like my real trades. Plus, they kind of canceled each other out. So okay, this is gonna be my real trade. And on my personal. My stop loss has to be more like this because I'm risking one. On my real account, my stop loss is more like this. I mean, not on my top step, my stop loss is more like that. Yeah. Hi. If I accidentally had an open trade, negative 800 is a problem. Yeah, I just saw your comment. Yeah, I mean, if you got your PA account, then you're fine. Because I just saw your comment. You said you got your PA account. So. Nice, nice. Yeah, then you're probably good. I mean, usually, like, when I was trading with Apex, I mean, usually you can mess up and they're somewhat lenient, so. First presented for Value Gap. Being a beast right now. First presented for Value Gap. Being a beast, but I don't know if it's gonna protect price from this 2022 gap. We're 7:30. Yeah, I think you're fine. I don't know though, but I think you're fine. Yeah. 7:30. Yeah, we already manipulated 7:30. Well, guys, I actually got filled on the option contract already. I haven't really gotten filled on my real accounts, but I got filled on the option contract. So, yeah. I should have had the limit order at the... Guys, I should have kept the limit order. What was I going to say? I should have kept the limit order at... Because if I kept the limit order at that breaker like I had intended to on my Top Step accounts... I don't think, at this point, I don't think we're going to come back down and induce this low. I'm not going to lie. I think we'll probably just go higher here. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. That means a lot to me. Yeah, guys, I should have just kept the entry at the breaker on my Top Step account. Because, once again, guys, I was gonna enter on the breaker on the wick of the breaker. I was gonna enter on the wick of the breaker on my Top Steps. But then I changed my mind and I said, well, I'm entering on the 2022 gap on my personal. I might as well take it, I might as well, since I'm taking this on my personal, I might as well take it on Top Steps too. But, yeah. Clearly, I should have left, since the Top Steps could have higher risk. I should have kept the limit order on the Top Steps at the breaker, and then the personal should have been at the 2022 gap. Because once again, I can only trade one micro on my 2022 gap account, or on my personal account. Really, that's all I can do. So yeah, we might not come down there. We still have the SMT. If we do though, right? If we do, that would be nice. I have the orders. I have the orders placed. But I'm still in on the options account, guys. So. We might still need to come to the gap. We might not. I don't know. Okay, guys, kind of looks like AMD on the 1 minute. Like maybe this AMD, but I hope not. I kind of want to see us continue. We had S&T at this low, which was in the 5-minute breaker. So we had a 5-minute breaker here. Right, we had that 5-minute breaker, and then what happened is we got SMT at the lows, and then 30-second change in state. So, guys, I'm considering, actually, I'm not even considering, I'm going to do it. If we retest this 30-second change in state on the wick, I'm going to take this entry. I'm going to take this entry with stop loss at the low here. Because 5-minute breaker, 30-second change in state, and I don't think we're going to come down to the 2022 gap anymore. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe I should be thoughtful here. But I think this is fine. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Should I take this? I'm thinking about it. Nah, let's not. It's not good enough. Okay, let's take this original trade if we get it. Just curious about the supply of the IFG, but high time frame is showing long too. Like I said, this could have. I was definitely thinking, guys. This could be AMD on the lower time frame, but also we could go up here. So I still have my limit order here. Still have my limit order across all my accounts there, right? At equilibrium. And now this is an amazing inducement. I'm glad I did not take that 30-second breaker, or the 30-second change state off the breaker, because that's obviously not working anymore. Oh, we might need to actually. It might need to actually go to. Let's see. Very well, possibly could go to the rejection block. Oh my gosh, guys! I'm just now thinking. We actually might end up going to the rejection block. Oh, I think we're going to deliver lower. Wait, actually, I'm going to close out the limit order. I think we're going to go to the 4th standard deviation. We're going to hit the rejection block here. And then I think it's going to be Phoenix model back up. select this. 30-second change in state. I'm not going to take the short. But I think we're going to go down to the fourth standard deviation off the short. And then we're going to hit the rejection block. So watch the sniper entry. So, okay, what I'm leaning towards now is we got a 1 minute rejection block here. I'm gonna put a limit order at the rejection block, and the reason is because it already swept midnight, and it's gonna be below all these orders. So I think the rejection block. I think the rejection block's a better entry than the 2022 gap. So the sniper model entry just got hit. There's a FEG above the RB, isn't there? Maybe, yeah. So yeah, look at this box here, right? The sniper box. That could end up being the high. I might not, though. Hello? Hello. What's up?
I'm just letting you know I'm gonna go to work right now.
Sounds good.
Okay. I'll meet you at 10.
I'll be there at 10.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, what did I say? Sniper entry, right? That was a sniper entry. So now I think we're going to go to the fourth. I'm going to put a limit order at the fourth. And then, yeah. Target back up. Once again, I was considering taking that, but... Hey, what up, Medbach? So once again, why would I take this? Well, obvious accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Kind of. I didn't take... The trades I took were not trades. They were just me being stupid. But it's basically no. No. But I'm outlining this right now, right? We have a 30-second change in state right here. This is obvious AMD. Actually, I'm considering just taking it right here. I'm considering just taking this as a short. The only thing is the rejection block's going to be so nice. Let's go. Good job. What shorts? This short? You sniped? You did that? I'm so confused. This looks good. I can't lie. This looks really good. Do I take this, guys? No, I'm not going to. Once again, I want to see us come down to that rejection block. Trading's hard. Okay, so that failed. I mean, once again, you're going against higher time frame bias, which is a big issue with it, right? I mean, we might still hold it. It's possible we do. It's possible. It's possible we induce this high and we still hold it, and then we go lower. I could take this on personal. But I don't want to. Once again, if I can't take a trade across all my accounts, I'm not going to take it. But this could be inducement. If I can't take a trade across all my accounts, I'm not going to take it. But this could be inducement, right? And then down to the fourth standard deviation. Yep. See? Now we got change in state. I feel like I'm pretty confident now we're gonna probably go lower. 30-second change in state looks really good. We haven't got 1 minute change in state though. So yeah, we probably will accelerate here. If it starts to break the low, then we should accelerate. If it doesn't, then we won't. Once again, I'm kind of interested in the rejection block. Okay, this is looking really obvious. Okay, I'm actually considering taking this. Okay, I'm taking it.
Order filled.
Oh my gosh, the 30-second didn't close. Oh no. Oh my gosh.
Stop filled.
Okay, I took a partial loss. Half size loss. That was stupid, dude. Not proud of that. I thought the 15-second. I'm not gonna lie. I thought the 15-second. I thought I was looking at the 30-second, and the 30-second. You can see the 30-second did not close very well. This, like, if I saw the 30-second, then I would not take that. Once again, guys, low time frames can be good if I, if I have all the right information. I did not. Alright, this is kind of just consolidation at this point, so. I'm trying my best. Once again, I could have just taken this off of 5-minute breaker, and this would have been pretty decent. I really like quarterly theory a lot. We got SMT with this low, and it's a sequential SMT, right? So 738, 1030. So SMT with this low, and it dipped below 730. Check this out. And it dipped below midnight. Okay. Pretty sure I gotta be done because I took 2 losses and stuff, so. Yeah, I'm just gonna be done. Yeah, so none of my trades I'm proud of today. None of the trades I'm proud of today. And yeah, we move on to tomorrow, but yeah, okay, like I was saying about quarterly theory, right? So okay, here's the thing about not being proud of the trades. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I'm kind of losing my train of thought. Yeah, I just need to, when I take a trade, I really need to mean it across all my accounts and be patient and be thoughtful about it. And I feel like I just haven't been doing that. I feel like I haven't been being thoughtful across all my accounts. When I take a trade, it's kind of just like, it's not been thoughtful across all my accounts, and it's just, I gotta work on it. So anyway, one day at a time. Pull yourself. What do you mean? So yeah, when I take a trade, it needs to be thoughtful, confident, and disciplined across all my accounts. And it's not easy to do, guys. And I know I messed up, but we gotta just keep moving forward. But like I said, I've been right. Your English is bad. That's fair. Yeah. Let's go. We're at 1.33. 1,332. Let's go. Yeah, that's awesome. But yeah, okay. So anyway, we get the point, right? The biggest lesson from today is when I take a trade, it needs to be thoughtful, disciplined, confident across all my accounts, and be careful of jumping into a trade on a lower time frame. On lower time frame when I haven't when I can't fully confidently say, it's harder than it sounds. I'm still in the option. Probably just gonna get out of it though. Well, pull yourself together, dude. It's not easy. I want to see everyone else try trading live, because you have to, like, you think something's. Oh, thanks, Snowman. I really appreciate it. Yeah, because the issue is I take something on a lower time frame, and then I regret it like 10 seconds later. I regret it 10 seconds later, whether it be because the 15 second closed below, and the 30-second didn't, or something like that, right? So I'm gonna get out of the option contract, dude. Whatever. I'm not gonna lie, maybe options are not right for me. Because, I don't know, just kind of depends. Well, it's not, the issue is not the lower time frame is bad. It's the lower time frame is bad in specific situations where you can't fully think through the trade to make it confident across all your accounts in a short amount of time. That's the issue, right? It's not the lower time frame's bad. It's not. Lower time frame's not bad. It's just that I'm not able to fully, confidently, thoroughly think of a trade across all my accounts and be confident in it. So I'm just going to write down, be careful of lower time frame when you can't fully calculate SMH. Oh my gosh, Gary. Anyway, why are you saying SMH, bro? But yeah, we got SMT with this low. That's why I have these quarters marked out here. Be careful of lower time frame, because when you can't fully confidently enter with confidence, be careful of lower time frame when you can't fully confidently target and enter on all accounts with confidence. You know what would probably help is, yeah, if I didn't have to execute across all the accounts and I could just do, Anyway, I'm done for the day. I just kind of messed up, and that's just, you know what? It's whatever. Alright, so we had S&T with the data low here. Whoops. Anyway, price action is just bad. But I'm glad I followed my rule, because technically I did take 2 losses today. So yeah, when I take a trade, it needs to be thoughtful, confident, and disciplined across all accounts. I don't care if it's lower time frame. If as long as the time frames are aligned and I can click that button across all the accounts and I can accept the risk and confidently take a trade on the lower time frame, I think it's fine. The issue comes when I can't fully think through everything, right? That's the issue. I mean, certain types of trades you literally can only take on lower time frames. Like my first strike model, where we get 15-second change of state off of the first presented for value gap, or a 5-second change in state, you can only take that on the lower time frame. So anyway, I'm gonna just keep trying to be more careful and thoughtful going into the future. So when I execute, I'm gonna try and execute across all my accounts. And if I can't, then I don't take it. $10.58, guys. This is just super bad consolidation chop. We could end up getting this 2022 gap still, right? We actually could get a trade. Oh, but I'm not supposed to take a trade because I took the 2 losses. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Oh, it's not easy to be able to say that. Most people would not do that. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. That actually means a lot to me, Em. Oh. One day at a time. But yeah, I gotta stick to the rule that there's no breaking. The golden rule is no more than 2 losses per day, right? Is no more than 2 losses per day. And so I cannot break that, right? And that's one thing, one part of not, I don't like, one thing I don't like about changing the daily loss limits to adjust the stop loss is it gets me in a bad habit of changing the daily loss limit, which I don't like. But it's whatever. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. You weren't rude. Well, like, I mean, the issue is, like, it's not even psychology. Like, I'm trying to make the best. I mean, it is psychology, but I try. Like, I try and make the best decision in the moment. And then instantly afterwards, I regret that decision. You know what I mean? That's my struggle. And also psychology, it ties over to psychology too. But it also ties into holding myself back. Like, a big issue is just holding myself back. Like, and I don't know. That's a whole other issue on its own. It's holding myself back to not take something not good. And yeah. Yeah, I'm done for the day. So SK, what happened is, um, I get caught up because I'm trying. Sometimes I try and take a trade, but then Okay, what I was saying is, so the main thing I learned from today is when I take a trade, it needs to be thoughtful, confident, and disciplined across all my accounts, and less is more, right? When I take a trade, I need to be confident in it and execute it across all my accounts, one trade, right? And the issue is I see a trade and I like it, but I don't love it, and I try and react to it, right? Because on one hand, I need to be able to react to it fast enough to get the entry, but on the other hand, I need to be able to enter it across all my accounts, have it be thoughtful and disciplined and accurate. And so I'm weighing the scale of I need to be able to enter, I need to be able to be thoughtful and disciplined and accurate, and it's hard to do both. It's hard to do both in the lower time frame. I'm not saying lower time frame is inherently terrible. I think it's okay, but the issue is I can't. I don't think I can think that fast, and I don't think I can execute across all my accounts fast enough. Then again, there's insane opportunity if I could get to the point where I could do that, right? So one day at a time, guys. But like I said, the main lesson from today, when I take a trade, it needs to be thoughtful, confident, and disciplined across all my accounts. And yeah, that's the main thing. So, easier said than done. And I would love to wait for another trade, but I literally can't. I'm not supposed to because I took 2 losses. So not always easy, guys. It's just part of the process. But if I was to say what we could expect next, what I would probably say is one of 2 things. Either I want to see us, since this is a 90-minute SMT with this low, and we've swept out both of our key times. Nah, because one trade a day, I'm not gonna lie, dude, it's too slow. I've been doing one trade a day for the past, almost year, it feels like. And I don't know. I think up to two losses. Because I think when I take a trade, it should be thoughtful across all my accounts. I don't know. That's just kind of how I feel. I think, yeah. I don't know. I'll think about it. But okay, 90-minute SMT, 90-minute sweep. I honestly think it's fine. I just, I gotta get to the point where I can click that button with confidence. Where I can click that button with confidence across all my accounts and not regret it, and not have it be on the lower time frame and not mess up. That's the main thing. When I can get to that point, that's the key. So yeah, 90-minute SMT. Essentially what I'm thinking, guys, is we manipulated these true opens. At this point, guys, I think we're going to come down to this fair value gap. And then good chance what will happen is we'll get AMD off this gap. So, right, there's a gap here. I'm curious if this is a Goldbach gap. I just have a couple. I just have the personal and then my regular account. Yeah, so see, right? We sweep liquidity into our liquidity sweep area. And then we left a fair value gap here at the fair value gap partition. So what I would expect at this point, guys, is I think we're going to come back down into this fair value gap partition, which aligns with this fair value gap here. And I think that that will be, so this is a gold block fair value gap. And then I'm just gonna call it a GBFVG. And so what I'm basically saying is, I think what will happen at this point is I would want to see accumulation. Once again, pairing gold block with quarterly theory concepts here. Below midnight, below 7:30, into the bottom of the dealing range with sequential SMT. And then we have a gold block fair value gap there. Right, you see that? We sweep liquidity into the low of the dealing range, into the liquidity sweep partition. So basically what I'm saying is I think we're going to come down into this fair value gap, and then it's going to be, and then I think it's going to be accumulation, manipulation into this gold block gap, which actually it's also the first presented fair value gap here. Oh my gosh, I really want to take this, but I'm not gonna allow myself to take more than 2 losses, so I'm not taking it. But what I do think is gonna happen is this first presented fair value gap and then this gold block gap together, they're going to support price here, and then it's gonna manipulate down into this. And then distribution. It's kind of what I think right now. Oh, it's 11:10 Eastern. Alright guys, one day at a time, let's keep going. I'm sorry if I'm disappointing you guys by, trying to still work on my psychology, but man, I'm trying. I don't know what I can do differently, because I think I like a trade, and then I enter it, and then I'm like, oh crap, that's not that good. And then I regret it, and then I'm like, okay, I still want to take a trade. And then it just, you know what I mean? It's never perfect, so. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm going to end the stream here. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the market recap, and one day at a time. Till next time. Peace out.